All right, guys, good afternoon. My name is Jermaine from Glamorous Acres Farm. And don't mind me, I'll be watching my notes just because I don't remember everything offhand. But welcome. Today's video is everything you need to know to grow your own ducklings. All right, guys, so they're cute, they're gorgeous, but you must know that they're messy. So, guys, ducklings are extremely messy. Before you put food and water down, they'll create a mess, but they're cute, so that's one thing you guys will be able to enjoy. Again, guys, so my name is Jermaine. I'm from Glamorous Acres Farms, and I've been raising ducks for a little while, and today I just wanted to come to you guys, especially someone who's just starting off, some things that you need to consider before you start your journey with having ducks. All right, guys, so like I told you guys, they're messy, very messy, and they might not be for everyone. They're cute and cuddly, but guys, every day you gotta take care of their little enclosure. They'll get it wet, they'll get it messy, so that is something you are going to be prepared for. Also, guys, you also have to consider how you're going to keep them. So you should people use different things. They use dog cages, they get stuff from Tractor Supplies. We use stuff from Walmart, like a bin from Walmart, and it's only about $10. We get a large bin and we use that. It's the cheapest that we've seen. I actually love the metal bins at Tractor Supplies, but those were $164. So just getting a bin from Walmart, and I will show you guys, because I'll show you guys the duck in their bin. That was $10. It's a no-brainer. So guys, so you can go to Walmart, you could get a bin. All right, and then once they get a little older, we'll switch them to a duck pen that expands, so we'll be able to give them a bigger coverage, and we'll be able to expand as they grow. So guys, expect to keep your ducks in your home for about 3 to 7 weeks, depending on where you're located. We happen to be in Florida, and we just got our ducks in August, so we pretty much could take them outside within a few weeks and they'll be fine. But depending on where you are and depending on when you get your ducks. So when we had our ducks in March, we had to keep them inside for several weeks, and then we took them outside because it was still cold. But now that we have our ducks in August, we could take them outside sooner. All right, guys, another thing that you're going to have to consider is a heat source for your ducks. So for any type of poultry, they may need some heat. I'm saying may because, guys, ducks, if you get them at the right time, you do not necessarily need any heat for them. So if you get them June, July, August, when it's nice and hot, you do not need a heat source. So currently we just got our ducks in August, so we don't need a heat lamp for them. What we will do is, if we have them take a swim, we will put a hair dryer just to warm them up a little bit and then take it right out. It is hot enough, guys, where we do not need a heat lamp or a brooder plate. But those are the two most popular things that people use. They use a heat lamp or a brooder plate. The heat lamp, people have said that it does cause fire. It has never caused fire for us, and that's what we used with our own ducks. But you have to be careful. You have to keep looking at them, and also you have to make sure it doesn't fall in, because if it falls into your brooder, you could catch fire, or you could even burn your house down. So some people feel like the brooder plates are a little safer. We've never used a brooder plate. We've only used the brooder light. It has worked for us. But this time around, because we got our ducks in August, we're not using any heat source for them. So if you get them in the summer and you're in a warm area, you should be fine. And we are in Florida. But again, if you're in a colder place, of course, you need a little heat on them. Also, guys, on our farm, we're not fully off-grid, but there's no electricity. So we do not have that luxury of having somewhere to plug in a heat lamp or to plug in a brooder plate. We don't have that luxury. We don't have electricity, so just having them without heat works for us. And it is in August, it is warm, it is hot in Florida. It's like 90 to 100 degrees all the time. All right, guys, so you don't necessarily need a heat source if it's warm enough. All right. Now, guys, another thing you have to consider is bedding. So some people would do doggy pads, they'll do wood chips. We do pine shavings. We get those bags for like $5.39 or something like that from Tractor Supply. One of those lasts us like the entire season. We don't use a whole lot, but of course, if you use a lot more, you may need 2 or 3 bags. But we've used 1 or 2 bags and they've been just fine, and they're about 5 something. You could also use them in your coop as well. Although, guys, for ducklings this time around, we've used wood shavings in our cages before, but this time around when we take them outside, we are going to be using stones. So we have a video on that for you guys. The stones allow there to be a lot, it's not as messy, and then when you have your kiddie pool, you're able to pour it out and not make a mess. Also, guys, another thing that we are looking to do, so we would usually get a kiddie pool. So guys, with ducks, you always have to put them in water. So one of the things that we do have for our ducks is a bunch of kiddie pools, but our kiddie pools do not have a way of, you always have to lift it over and turn it over, and it's been a task. So one of the things that we are going to implement this time around is to get a pool that allows you to open the side so all the water could come out, and then you're able to just wash it down with a hose, put back the cover, and refill it. Guys, that is going to save you so much time. But we'll have that on another video for you guys. And again, guys, I just wanted to reiterate that ducks will be messy, so you have to every day, several times a day, sometimes change their bedding because they will be messy. All right. Also, to feed them, you need dog food, or you could also get feed for the entire flock. So what we did first, our last time, because we had chicken, we had ducks, we had turkey, and we had geese, we just got 1 bag of food that covers all the different animals. So we had 1 bag of food, and of course, guys, it has to be non-medicated because ducks do not need any medicated food like you would feed like a chicken or any of that stuff. And we got ours from Tractor Supply. And then there was also a place in our neighborhood that sold duck food, and we just got that for them, and it was fine. So, but this time around, we only have duck chicks, so we'll only get duck feed for them. All right, let's see what else we need to let you know. Guys, also water. You always have to give your ducks water. They are waterfowl, so they always need to be able to dip their beak in, otherwise they get hot. You don't necessarily have to put them in a pool every day, and definitely when they're younger, you do not have to put them in a pool very often because they have not built up the feather yet. But once they become adults, of course, you put them in a pool a lot more. They'll be able to float, they'll be able to swim. But we do, every couple of days, we'll put them in water. And because we do not have heat on them, we'll take a hair dryer and kind of just blow them dry so that they don't get too cold, because you still want to make sure that they are warm. And then that's fine. But guys, let me know if guys, if you have any questions for me, let me know. But I think those are all the things that you need to know. I'm just taking a look at my notes. That's really all you need to know to raise ducks. They're very easy to raise. They're very hardy. They're very loving. As long as you feed them, you water them, you should be fine. You don't need a whole lot of heat on them, and you should be fine. Guys, comment below if this helps, or what other questions you may have, how you raise your ducks. Just let us know below. And guys, these are our ducks. So they have no heat on them. We just cleaned this today, about an hour ago. And you see how messy it is? We have the wood chips below, and then we have paper towel on top. So we have some wood chips below, and then we just have paper towel up top. Look at the water. We just put that water a few seconds ago. They already pooped in there. Look at the food. They'll be in here. So yeah, guys. But look at how they're 5 days old. They're healthy. And I have no heat source on them whatsoever.